Hi everyone, Antoinette here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the eye roll. It's that universal body language sign that is received negatively, and it's so commonly used by people, sometimes out of habit. Think about it. People don't roll their eyes when they're happy unless they're just sharing a joke or something like that. The eye roll, whenever it is done to someone or done about a situation, it is relaying boredom, sarcasm, cynicism, disbelief, sometimes even contempt. Sometimes you do it when you hear things that are ridiculous. Sometimes you do it when you are just feeling exasperated. And the thing to remember about eye rolling is even if it's directed to us at a situation, the other person, the recipient in that situation, is going to take it personally. They're going to take it as if it is meant towards them. Because eye rolling is disconnecting from the other person because of these negative emotions. And a lot of times it is a passive aggressive behavior. Passive aggressive meaning you're not saying anything verbally, but you're letting the person or the other people know about your negative emotions. So I'm going to talk about 3 common scenarios with eye rolling. The first one is going to be when it's directed to the person. The second one is going to be when it is not directed to the other person, but it's shared with someone else. And then the third one is when you roll your eyes just to yourself, even though nobody can see. And I'm going to talk about the consequences of all 3 of those. For the purposes of these first 2, put yourself as the recipient of the eye roll. So in this first scenario, somebody is rolling their eyes at you. In this situation, they're letting you know that they are not happy with you or the situation. And if they're doing it to your face, they want you to know it. So in this situation, acknowledge their displeasure and ask them questions. You obviously seem unhappy about this. Tell me what you're thinking. Now, the key here is to not ask it in a sarcastic or defensive way, but to ask it just in a neutral, curious way. And don't be afraid to ask it. Remember, they have taken the initiative by giving you the eye roll, the negative body language sign, and you're just responding to that sign. The second scenario is when the eye rolling person is not making eye contact with the person that they are having negative feelings about, but you are a bystander, you're a third party, and they're rolling their eyes at you, trying to get you to agree in the unpleasant situation. Think about it. You're in line to get coffee, and the person in front of you is taking forever. And somebody turns around and looks at you and rolls their eyes. In that situation, it's kind of like silent gossip. They're not talking about the person, they're not talking about the situation out loud, but they are gossiping with you silently, wanting you to get on board with the displeasure. The best way to respond in this situation is just meet their eye contact, but don't jump on board with the gossip. You can just meet their eye roll with a slight smile. It's a way that you can acknowledge their frustrations and take the high road rather than jump on board with their frustrations. Now, the third scenario, there is no recipient, because this is when the person is rolling their eyes to themselves. Nobody else can see. I have to admit, I'm guilty of this. I will do this frequently when I am frustrated or exasperated or bored about a situation. I will roll my eyes where no one can see. But you know what? I see, and it starts affecting me even though nobody else can see it. You see, eye rolling is a learned behavior, and I have to remember that the more that I do it, then the more negative I'm going to feel, and the more often I'm going to do it in the future. So the next time you're tempted to roll your eyes in a situation or at a person that you're experiencing displeasure, ask yourself, hey, is it worth just bringing it up and getting it out in the open rather than exhibiting this passive aggressive behavior? And if it's not worth bringing up, it's probably not worth rolling your eyes over. If you like this video, I hope you'll press like and I hope you will subscribe to my channel.